faith now, or did she make it weaker?
No, definitely. I mean, I didn't need that to strengthen my faith, but like it just made me start thinking. It's like, damn, like there really are like they're dead as these demonic forces out here that like they could talk to people and stuff like that. Like, you know, like these demonic possessions and stuff are real. You know what I mean? It's like no one ever believes me until I show them the video, and then they see the video and they're like, what? Everybody that watches the video, they get such an eerie feeling from it.
Listen, these people, these atheists in the call that don't believe in the supernatural, if you were to ask them where we came from, what would you say, Destiny? Where did we come from as humans? No, we're absolutely gonna do this because you're trying to act like science is not at least in somewhat based in mysticism. So tell me, where do we come from as humans?
The same place where you're gonna end up at, the Big Bang, okay?
Oh, so where did the Big Bang come from?
I don't know, good question, dude.
Cherry, you need a cam on.
You're saying a universe that's 94 billion light years across, right?
Yeah.
And still ever expanding, came from a point smaller than an atom, right? You say that is not like based in mysticism in any way. You're saying that's completely normal. That makes sense.
Dude, I don't want to run down these bullshit Aquinas arguments with you.
Yeah,
okay?
because no. You're trying right now to shit on people of faith by saying they're illogical, but you need to realize your science itself is based on pure belief.
You're literally playing a God of the Gaps argument. You're saying since I can't explain literally the most complicated question in the universe, I need to buy into one of what 20,000 different bullshit religions that have existed through all of mankind. That's exactly what you're saying. You have zero evidence, zero proof, zero idea of how the universe started. Are you gonna say, oh well, Allah said it because some user that like came out and wrote it down in a book, and you're gonna tell me that you've got the more logical position? That's such a stupid argument. If you're seriously putting this out, you're retarded. If you're doing it for troll points, then A+, you trolled me, okay?
Steve, are you done sawing out?
Yeah.
Alright. Make sure you take the TRT. You've been lagging.
Yeah, I'm good.
But check this out, right?
Yeah, tell me.
Check this out real quick, right? You're telling me in a universe, because you recognize that our universe is highly dependent, right?
No, like no, that's not true. That's fallacious. Just because the universe is a certain way doesn't mean it could only be this way. Conceivably, it could have been a million other ways. You don't know that. Yeah, it is the way that it is now. But
hey, no. Now who's playing the gaps argument, dipshit? It is the way that it is right now. Don't argue what it could have been. Argue what it is right now.
No, because you're trying to say you're pretending like the way that it is now is the only way that it ever could have been. That's not true. The universe could have been a million different ways. You're trying to say, oh, well, since it is the way that it is right now, it must have been fucking designed. You don't know that. We could have been fucking seven-arm fucking.
And when you change all of those measurements, it doesn't allow for.
Wait. So you're telling me this universe? You're telling me this universe that has an intelligent design behind it?
Why do you think it has an intelligent design? There's plenty of unintelligent shit in our fucking universe. What do you mean?
Think about literally the basic things, how your body functions.
Yeah, there's a ton of inefficiencies about it. Look at the eye. Why do we have a giant hole to route all our nerves through? What do you mean? There's tons of things that don't make sense in the body.
Why the all of our technological advancement and how smart we think we are and all of the inventions that we've made, why can't we make something that performs better than us and is sentient itself?
What do you mean? We've made tons of things that outperform humans in different matters. You mean like holistically or what? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say when we do that? Are you gonna suddenly become an atheist if we do manage to create an android that?
Okay. And if I had wings and if I had wheels, I'd be a angel with wheels, dipshit. Stop arguing. What if we did that? We can't do that. Is my argument.
You don't know that we can't do that. What do you mean we can't do that?
Okay, show me where it's been done. Show me a single thing.
It hasn't been done yet, but I'm pretty sure in 1968 they probably said we couldn't go to the moon, right? Before we figured out the form of the double helix, they probably said we couldn't map the human genome. Before they made the first microprocessor, they probably said you couldn't have a computer in your pocket. Like, what do you mean? What do you want me to say? There's a ton of things that people didn't think we couldn't do that we've now done, right? Kings and queens don't travel the planet as fast as we do in fucking $5,000 cars. What are you asking?
Little Steve, right now you're arguing from a position of illogic and
illogic. What did I just say? You're saying that if something hasn't been done before, therefore it's not possible to do in the future. That is deductively flawed. Not only is your argument unsound, it's not even logically valid. You're literally.
It absolutely isn't.
No, it's not.
Are you done swaying out?
I'm not swaying
out.
Listen, why do we have to do that? I don't want to do a religion argument with you. I can run circles with you. Bro, I've been doing these arguments since I was fucking 17 years old, okay? Please. Don't make me do the most boring.
Practice before we get to it, because
the most boring religion arguments. Oh my God, kill me, please.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hold up. Did you fucking say that the universe made itself when we last spoke?
I don't know if the universe made itself. Right now, that's the current theory, but I don't know the answer. I'm not purporting to know the answer, though. You are.
So you're telling me that we could have a universe, an existence that is completely filled with things that are dependent, an infinite chain of
Why are you using this dependent? Like you're using some dog shit fucking pre-supper argument, like this dependent shit.
I'll tell you why I'm using this, because you can't have a universe that is all dependent on something else. There needs to be a singular point.
Why? Why does it need to be? Why can't the universe be, why can't the universe have been an infinitely existing thing? You don't know that?
Wait, so right now you're going against all scientific theories and everything that has been posed in thousands of years by all sorts of philosophers and scientists. You're telling me that you finally figured it out, and we have an infinite chain of universes, and our existence is not actually limited to the past 14,
do you understand?
whatever.
Do you understand that you trying to use God to? This is literally the God of the gaps. Okay, God has explained 50 million things, and guess what? Every single time we've investigated a thing, it's been not God. We have never, of all the millions of scientific mysteries, never have we discovered that the answer was God. It's always been not God. Why do you think the beginning of the universe would be any different?
So you're telling me right now that there aren't any scientific revelations that are in the Holy Quran, for instance. You're saying that discoveries that were made hundreds of years after the Quran came down are all false.
When did the Quran, when did the first edition of... Yeah?
1,400 years ago.
1,400 years ago. How long did it take to make the iPhone? Why didn't they have some schematics in one of those hadiths?
Again, you see, you keep arguing that I'm using the God of the gaps.
Did we get any kind of like big did we get mathematical truths from the Quran? What did we get from the Quran that was such a big breakthrough? Yeah, tell me, please.
You know, please, let me send you a link, right? Since
no, just tell me. You tell me right now. I want to know what big truths, what big like cornerstones of physics and philosophy and math and science, what came from the Quran?
Let me send it to you right now.
Okay.
Let me send it to you right now.
Why are we? I don't want to do this right now. Why are you making me do this?
Well, Train, before they
go
continue their debate, what do you think about all the stuff I said about the sidekick?
We can talk later about it. I'll have a podcast and we can just talk like casually, like instead of like making it some like negative thing. We can just talk and back and forth. I personally feel like so. Personally, I want her to be real, or I want this individual to be real, and I want it to be a something that exists, because I want magic to exist. I want that spiritual magic to exist. But from the sounds of it, I believe you got manipulated or duped.
Jesus.
Really?
I wholeheartedly yes.